Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Cornell, and I am the pastor at Belton Presbyterian Church in Belton, South Carolina. At the beginning of 2020, I gave each one of my congregates a star, and the star had a word on it, and this was to be their word of the year. And so I've recently started doing devotions about these words. And one of my friends shared her word with me. Her word was calm. And I remember when she picked this word out of the basket, and she kind of laughed because she's a pretty calm person. She really didn't, this maybe was not a word that she needed to work on this year. But you never know what you might learn about your words. So she's learning about her word calm. She says when something bad happens to her, she feels like something within her takes over and she keeps moving forward with whatever is at hand, and she remains calm. One of the passages that I think about when I think about the word calm is when Jesus calms the storm. It's found in Matthew, Mark, and Luke. And I would like to share with you Mark's passage today. It's found in chapter 4, verse 35 to 31. And you know the story. Jesus and the disciples are in the boat, and this huge storm kicks up. And Jesus is asleep. You know, he's pretty calm. He's sleeping. Not the disciples, though. They were freaking out. They wake Jesus up, and he gets up and he rebukes the winds and the waves, and he says, "Quiet, be still," and everything was calm. The disciples lived with Jesus, yet they underestimated him. They did not see the power, his power applied to their very own situation. Jesus has been with his people for over 20 centuries now, and yet we, like the disciples, underestimate his power to handle crisis in our lives. During this pandemic, there's a lot of fear and anxiety on all sides. There is fear that we might get the virus ourselves, and there's fear of the economy shutting down. But I'd also like to bring up a couple of other verses that the word calm you could use for in this situation, and that is from Psalm 46, verses 1 and verse 10. Verse 1 says, "God is our refuge and our strength, an ever-present help in trouble." And then verse 10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." The bad things in life, like this virus, are inevitable. But so is God's final victory. At that time, we will all stand quietly before the Lord Almighty. How proper, then, for us to be still now, reverently honoring him and his power and majesty. Take time each day to be still and exalt God. Pam sent me this poem that she found that she says sums up her thoughts on her word calm. "I will not be in chaos. God is my calm. I will not fear the storms. God is my shelter. I will not live in panic. God is my peace." Thank you, Pam, for sharing your word with me this week. If you would like to share your word with me, you can email me your word of the year, and I will do a devotion on it. My email address is poopsy76@hotmail.com. That's POOPSY@76@hotmail.com. I hope that you all have a wonderful and calm day, and I will leave you with a song that I grew up singing in church about being still and knowing that He is God. Have a wonderful day.
Be still.